Hello everyone. Hello everyone. My name is Georgee Matthew. I'm a chartered certified accountant. I run a practice in Ilford, East London. Today I'm going to briefly discuss on 3 points. The first one is the impact of COVID-19 on small businesses and self-employed. And the second point I would like to discuss is the help available from the UK government for businesses, self-employed and families. And finally, I would like to touch base on what the business owners, families and the self-employed people do at this difficult time. First of all, let me thank MA UK for all its help and support to our community members, and especially a special mention to Mr. Priyan Satyavarthan. As we all know, COVID-19 is it's not only having a serious impact on the health, well-being and the healthcare systems all around the world. It is also having a serious impact on businesses and economies all around the world. We haven't seen anything like this in our living memory. Say for example, some sectors are hardest hit. For example, the travel, hospitality, entertainment, gig economy, etc. are the hardest hit sectors. And also, having said that, some sectors are thriving under these conditions. For example, pharmaceutical companies, technological companies like Amazon are thriving under these conditions. I'll come back on that later. And in the UK, some economists are predicting that the UK economy probably will shrink by approximately 35% this quarter, and hopefully we will have a V-shaped recovery provided there is no second or third wave of COVID-19. Then I would also like to mention about the role central bank is playing at this moment. Central banks all around the world are printing money via quantitative easing, and this will definitely have an impact on inflation and debt in the future, which we will all have to deal with. So in summary, all I'm trying to say is, after the disease, after the pandemic, debt will pile up and also the taxes will go up. Next, I would like to go on to the second point, which is the most important one: the help available for UK businesses, families, and self-employed in the UK. I've printed a list. Hopefully, you could see it. I'm only going through the first major 4 or 5 ones, especially relevant for the small businesses. But if you go on to the gov.uk website, it has got a comprehensive list of all help support available for all UK businesses and families, and also indeed the self-employed. And another point I would like to mention is the gov.uk website has got a calculator, online calculator, where you could put your details in, specific details in, and the system will tell you exactly what benefit support is available to you. The first one the first help I would like to go through is furlough or job retention scheme. If you employ staffs in the UK, or if you are indeed the director of a company, then you could potentially claim up to 80% of your salary from the HMRC. This scheme, there is a maximum cap, which is 2,500 per month. This scheme runs from March 2020, and it runs from March 2020 to June 2020. The government could potentially extend it to another few months, but at the moment this is for 4 months. Again, this is a grant, and this amount doesn't have to be repaid. And if you haven't applied for this grant, by all means do get in touch with your accountant who could apply for this grant on your behalf. The second one, second help I would like to mention is grants from the council. This particular grant from the council, this is aimed at the high street. If you own a commercial premises or if you own or rent a commercial premises with a rateable value of up to 51k, then grants are available for you for up to 25k. Again, this is a grant, and this amount doesn't have to be repaid. And there are similar schemes available in Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland. So this particular grant from the council, the one I mentioned, is for England, but there are similar schemes available in Scotland, Northern Ireland, and Wales. And also, I would like to mention that if you got more than one commercial property, you get more than one grant. So many people miss that point. So if your business owns more than one property, you get more than one grant. So it's based on the number of properties, not based on per business. And also, there was an announcement today about B&B, that's the bed and breakfast system business, where those ones are also eligible for more grants from the council. The third help I would like to mention is the loans loans. There are two types of loans. The first one is the Jumpstart loan, which was announced by the Chancellor this week, and there is also an existing loan which is called the Corona loan. Of course, our favorite one is the first one, which is the Jumpstart loan, and this is specifically aimed at small businesses, micro businesses, and self-employed. And some of the features of this loan are this loan is guaranteed by the government. You could apply for an amount of between 2k and 50k, and the first 1 year, the first 12 months, the interest, the government is going to pay the interest. So in effect, it is interest free, and also as I understand, you could have a 12-month payment holiday as well. So if your business is eligible, by all means apply for it, and this will definitely help you out. Once we come out from the lockdown, this will help you out with your the cash flow forecast, which I will touch base later on. Also, I would also like to mention some tips and tricks when you apply for a business loan. First of all, the banks always have got a rule of thumb. What they say for example, if your turnover is 100,000, you should not apply for a loan of more than 25k. So 25%, roughly 25% of the turnover, that's the maximum amount you should apply as a loan. Right, and next I would like to move on to the self-employed. As we all know, the backbone of the UK economy, and self-employed also includes the gig economy workers like Uber Eats, then Deliveroo. All these people come under self-employed. Help is also available for them via grants, and the HMRC is currently working on that scheme as we speak. And we understand that if a self-employed person is eligible, then they don't have to do anything. The HMRC will get in touch with them by mid-May and possibly by the end of the May, and they will ask them to apply for the loan via the HMRC portal. So the HMRC did say don't get in touch with them. They will get back to you. The way we understand the way they are going to work out the self-employed grant is based on the last 3 years profit. Last year's average last 3 years profit, they will work it out and let you know. And also, one other thing I would like to mention is the self-employed people, if they are struggling, if they are struggling, then they could apply for universal tax credit, and also hardship loan is available in all four countries in the UK. And finally, just got time limits, so I'll be quick. Finally, I would like to touch base on families. There is lots of families, circumstances have changed during this pandemic, so help is also available for them in the form of universal tax credit, working. So if you are eligible for any of these schemes, do get in touch with the Job Centre, Citizens Advice Bureau, or HMRC, and they will definitely help. So in summary, all I'm trying to say is there is help available for each and every one of us in one shape or form. Do get in touch with the relevant authorities, and if you don't apply for it, if you don't use it, you will definitely lose it. Finally, I would like to move on to the third topic, which is what businesses and self-employed and families should do at these difficult times. As an accountant, what I would say is the first and foremost thing a business should do at this time is cash flow management, or in other words, build up a cash flow. We always say cash is king, cash is the lifeblood of a business. And we have seen many businesses fail, not because they don't make enough profit, but because they run out of cash. And the cash management doesn't have to be detailed. It can be one-page business plan. And especially if you are applying for a loan, the first thing the bank will ask for is a cash flow forecast and a business plan. So you have to have a business plan. And there is also a saying that fail to plan, plan to fail. So if you are running a business, you have to have a business plan. And also, I would also like to mention that the businesses that are flexible and the businesses that can provide a cheaper, quicker, faster service would be able to survive under any conditions, not corona, any conditions. So your business has to be flexible. It has to provide a product or a service which is cheaper, quicker, faster. And finally, if you need a copy of the one-page business plan which I discussed, do get in touch with me, and I'm more than happy to give a copy free of charge. And also, if you need a copy of the one-page business plan, Google one-page business plan, and there's a website called Live Plan. It's an American website, but it's still relevant in the UK. Google Live Plan, and that will get you thinking about the importance of the cash flow and the business plan. I hope I've added some value to your business, and if you need any further assistance or any specific help, please do get in touch with me. My email ID is gm@macglobal.co.uk. That is gm@mac. I'm more than happy to help our community. Thank you for listening, and I wish you all the best. Thank you.